Yes, I know it's been a while. But it's been mad. You know what's been going on, and whew, what a week it's been. But wow, before we get into the game, the news, everything that's been giving us a headache, let's cue the intro. So welcome everybody, welcome back to another post-match reaction, and I apologize once again. I apologize for the lateness, and I did actually miss out on doing a post-match reaction for the Brighton game, and mostly because the game itself was dead. Like, there was not really much to talk about, and in the end we were probably lucky enough to get away with a draw, but mainly because we all know that this game was overshadowed by, of course, the news that was just, taken over the airways for the whole of last week. And thankfully, the death of the Super League makes the rest of these games now worth something. So coming into the West Ham game, obviously a must-win game, a must-win 3 points, because prior to kickoff, Chelsea and West Ham, same points, 55 points, Chelsea ahead on goal difference. And of course, West Ham breathing down our necks, Everton, of course, still with that game in hand. It's all to play for. Leicester, of course, still in quite a strong position, after picking up some points after dropping points the previous weekend, which we failed to capitalise on, of course, again, talking about that Brighton draw. So this West Ham game was a must-win, and I have to say, of all the surprises that have been happening this week, the introduction of the ESL, scrapping the ESL, the protests, first coming from Chelsea fans, then the Arsenal fans with wanting Kroenke out, the Manchester United fans the day after with their Glazers out protest, and big up to the fans as well, because what I've seen is that this past week in football has really just brought the fans together and shown us that when it really comes down to it, what matters the most is us, and we have a voice. When we unite together, we really do have a say. Jose Mourinho being sacked from Tottenham ahead of their Carabao Cup final. See? My mind's just messed. My mind is just frazzled, honestly. That's big news as well, but of course that was overshadowed by the whole Super League fiasco as well, and just really highlighting just the pure greed that exists in our world, that exists in this game, and where it feels like the game was heading to as well. But of course the biggest surprise concerning the game was Timo Werner actually scoring for once. And after all of the talk of when is he going to score, when is it going to happen, is he finally going to hit the back of the net, and all of the sitters that we as Chelsea fans and even other fans as well have just witnessed, just replaying in our mind, just thinking, oh my goodness. Arguably, he could have got another goal as well, but, baby steps, guys, baby steps. It is Timo Werner after all. So, yeah, apart from that, I think it was a really solid performance. I thought Ben Chilwell was once again fantastic. He just seems to be growing into this left wing-back role. I also feel Azpilicueta, another professional performance. James, I completely understand why he was rested ahead of the Champions League clash with Real Madrid. So given that in mind, I thought, yeah, we did well enough. Just to briefly touch on the penalty, or the potential penalty shout that West Ham were trying to claim. I think that would have been very, 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 very harsh if that was given. I think the ball kind of bounced off his arm and onto his thigh, and obviously deflected behind for a corner. And I think a corner in the end was the correct decision. In terms of the red card for Balbuena against Ben Chilwell, 100% that was red. And replaying that, watching that on the replay again and again, actually was quite disturbing, because he could have really seriously broken his leg, and that was dangerous play. So that's rare to say, but great decision. Great refereeing from the great refereeing decision from the referee in the end as well with that. But of course, all in all, happy with that performance. Nobody really stood out for me, but again, if I was to choose man of the match, I definitely give it to Ben Chilwell for me. And we take the W and move into Real Madrid. And my oh my, after everything that fool Perez has put us through in the past week, I really, really, really want us to hit them where it hurts, because my God, does he deserve it. But guys, thank you once again for tuning into another post-match reaction video with me. I will definitely aim to be more consistent with these as well. But again, we all know everything's just been overshadowed from the news from last week. And I'm not really going to touch on it too much in this video, because I've already spoken about this too many times on so many other streams in the past week. So thankfully it's done. We can focus on the next game, which is a huge game. And yeah, guys, if you're new here, please like the video, subscribe, share. Also, thank you for getting me to 100 subscribers already, and the channel's only like 2 weeks old, so cheers, thank you guys. I really appreciate that as well. So yeah, hopefully the next time I'm doing a post-match reaction video, it is to celebrate some good news. So cheers, and I'm out.